Hi, brothers and sisters, kings and queens. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing good. It's been a while since I've opened up my space. Welcome, welcome. Hope y'all doing good. I just wanted to ask you something real quick. If any of you know, or if you're aware of the fact that there are some food that are toxic to us. And I'm not talking about chocolate. I'm not talking about any of those, beautiful, delicious, not good for the stomach food, but I'm talking about things like it could be things like tomatoes, lettuce. It could be anything that have been proposed to us that it's healthy for us, our body, like anything to do with salad and stuff like that. So that's what I'm talking about. Have you have you been exposed to to information like this? If not, it's really good to research it because the very thing that you could be eating could be toxic to you. Uh, I first heard about this like over 5 years ago, where an auntie told me about it. She said that she went to a place where they took some blood samples to test which food is good for her blood and her, like, her structure, her design, and which food are not good. So one of them was tomato, like, it could be something like that. Because to be honest, I'm tired of uh, hearing negative words spoken even amongst our own communities where we say, oh, the indigenous community or the black community, they're so unhealthy. They have all these chronic diseases. They're vulnerable people. But in reality, indigenous people were here over like the design of the indigenous people physique was around. Can't count out. You can't. We haven't measured the years yet. So and we have been taught to think that it's, yes, of course, it's part of what we eat, but it's not only the overeating. It's not only that, and it has a lot of, there's other roots to it that it eventually it comes into where we overeat because we're not eating the right source of food. We eating something that causes us to have these cravings to overeat, or we have traumas. It could be from, lineage, blood lineage trauma. It could be from anything, but there's also the fact that our lifestyle have changed a lot. So we're indoors more. We have a like inside more, and we're not exposed to the sun more. Um, we probably eating the wrong. Maybe it's the healthy food that are not healthy. That's causing us to become obese. That's turning our bloods, into reacting in a particular way where then we're just craving all the food that are not good for us. So there's a lot of other things to take into measure. That's why it's very important that you need to connect with yourself. If this is the first video that you've watched, or if you have forgotten the topics where speak on connecting with yourself, connecting with your inner self, your inner organs, to ask what it needs, what it requires, what it doesn't need, then please go back and watch the other videos that are still there on my space, in my channel, my YouTube channel. So it's very important that you connect with yourself, or feel free to, if you would like to get an external answer from an external source, seek these types of um, advices out there that you could get your blood tested to see which food is not good for you. It's making your blood react in a particular way. So we need to also be very mindful of the words we speak of ourselves, be very mindful, not only ourselves, but our communities, because because our descendants will rise up within the communities, and how we speak over them, over the community, especially with things like indigenous people, black people, they're very vulnerable to have chronic illnesses and stuff like that. Before, there was nothing like that. Obviously, there has been a change, and if you have a closer look at it, it's the lifestyle. It's the where we. It can be the state of consciousness or the state of mind that we are now using, or we are learning to use, that we have not used before. Remember, we were very spiritual people back then, and just yeah. So we won't get into that, but we know we've been using a different part of our conscious mind. So now that we're using and learning to use a different level of consciousness, learning all these new things that goes against our LORE that has been embedded within our physical system, our blood as well, it can make us to go backwards. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration, not only the fact that like what's being said today, the negative stuff. So I just wanted to ask if any of you, if you've been exposed to that information. So this is a fact for myself anyway. I'm not imposing my opinion on you, but to me, I believe it, and it is a fact where I have been um, administered advice regarding myself that a particular food source that I relied upon for so long is not doing me good. So I've had to let that go for the meantime anyway, because it's not doing me any good. And so what I've spoken of before was a scientific point of view, and now it's also a proven fact from a spiritual point of view where uh, they call it taboo. Some particular food sources are being a taboo, like a taboo that causes you harm, that's not good for you. So, and it's up to you whether you continue to eat it and you do get, you go into illnesses, but everything can be resolved. If the body has the power to resolve issues, clean itself up, and restore it. We have this within ourselves. We have creative energies, or the energy of creation within us, because we are creators. And you cannot say that we are not, because obviously we hold energies that have multiplied um, the human species, you know. So you can't say that we're not creators, because we possess a part of that power, and we do create whatever we put our mind to, whatever it is that is part of our passion, destiny, or who we are, that makes us who we are. We hold a percentage of the creation or creative energy to create. So, so yeah, so that's about it for now. So just be mindful of what it is that you're intaking, brothers and sisters. And it's good that if you want internal advice, please tap in and connect with yourself. Thank you so much. I hope you're all having a pleasant month. We're coming to the mid of financial year, so there'll be a lot more other changes coming. Please prepare yourself for it. Yeah, talk soon. I love you guys. Peace, love, and light.